Hello, I'm Professor Michael Mache, and welcome to MOR 473, Leading Teams. Since 1997, I've had the privilege and honor of being on the faculty of the University of Southern California's Marshall School of Business. At the same time, I was also a management consultant where I was the CEO of a small consulting firm, and I'm also the former partner and principal of both A.T. Kearney and KPMG. So I bring about 35 years of experience into the classroom. Teams have always been fascinating to me. Did you ever ask yourself what makes a team great? If you think about the great USC football teams under Pete Carroll, what made them exceptionally great? What made President Kennedy's team during the Cuban Missile Crisis great? How do teams function and how to perform? These are kind of passionate topics for me, and I've had the great privilege of being able to teach 473. 473 is an incredibly exciting course. Let's take a few minutes just to kind of discuss what the course is about. First, obviously, it's about teams. In the context of 473, we ask 5 important questions. What is a team? How does a team perform? How do I lead a team? How do I staff a team? And how do I measure a team? So in the context of those 5 questions, we've organized the course into 3 distinct parts. Obviously, the concept and principles of a team. What is a team? What is teamwork? When to use a team? How to compose the team. And in that context and within that framework, we look at things like self-directed teams, virtual teams, multicultural teams, a task force versus a traditional team, how to best staff a team. When we've mastered that material, we transition into the second part of the class, which is how do I analyze those? How do I analyze team performance? What are the metrics? Does a balanced scorecard work? How do we use it? What are the typical metrics? What are the indications of a team performing well? What are the indications of a team performing poorly or potentially poorly? And what are the interventions available to us? Once we've completed that part of the class, we go into the final class part of it, which is really interesting, and that's your role as a team member and a team leader. How does your personality match up with the principles of team management and leadership? How do you individually behave on a team? If you were managing a virtual team, for example, with team members thousands of miles away, how would you communicate with them? How would you overcome the feeling of isolationism when you have a virtual team member? So those 3 components taken as a whole create 473. The advantage for you of taking 473 is this class is invaluable because you will be working on a team for the rest of your career. The principles that you learn in this class, the resources that are available to you, the readings, and the course material itself can all be used by you professionally as you move forward in your career. You will function on a team, and you will be responsible for a team. This is particularly so if you're going into management consultant, or investment banking, marketing, or product development. Those are all team-driven. And if indeed you make it to the C-suite, or if you're an elected official, you'll be working in cabinets, you'll be working on committees, and you'll be working on special task forces. So the principles that we learn in 473 will carry you for the rest of your career. I'm Professor Michael Mache. I hope to see you in my 473 class, Leading Teams, and fight on.